What if the Earth we know was no longer ruled by humans, but by snakes? A world where every street, every forest, every corner of the planet is crawling with venomous predators. It sounds like a nightmare, but there is already a real place where this vision exists. Snake Island in Brazil. And today we explore what would happen if snakes truly ruled the Earth. Ilha da Queimada Grande, that are known as Snake Island, lies just off the coast of Brazil. It is one of the most dangerous places on Earth. This tiny island, just 43 hectares in size, is home to thousands of vipers, among them the legendary golden lancehead, a snake so venomous that one bite can melt human flesh. The Brazilian government has banned humans from entering for their own safety. No one lives here. No villages, no roads, no tourists, only snakes. On Snake Island, snakes are the undisputed rulers. Birds flying over rarely survive, because snakes climb trees to strike them in mid-air. Every square meter of the island belongs to them. Now imagine, if what happens here spread to the entire planet. First, imagine snakes spreading beyond forests and deserts. Imagine them crawling through cities, highways filled with slithering bodies, subways infested with venomous predators, entire neighborhoods abandoned because snakes have claimed them as hunting grounds. Unlike lions or crocodiles, snakes are everywhere. They can live in deserts, jungles, grasslands, rivers, and even oceans. If they multiplied unchecked, they could cover the entire globe. Humans would no longer be the dominant species. Instead, we would hide in fortified shelters, building walls and barriers against an endless tide of serpents. What would life look like for humans under snake rule? Going outside would be suicide. Farmers could no longer plant crops without being bitten. Children could not play outside. Parks, schools, markets, all abandoned. Hospitals would be overwhelmed with snake bites. Currently, around 5 million people are bitten by snakes every year worldwide, and over 100,000 die. In a snake-ruled world, those numbers would skyrocket into the millions. We would be forced to redesign our cities, perhaps building underground bunkers or elevated cities, away from the reach of serpents. Every trip outdoors would require armor, venom-proof suits, and constant vigilance. But it's not just humans who would suffer. Nature itself would collapse. Snakes are predators, but they are not caretakers. If their numbers exploded, birds, rodents, and small mammals would vanish. Even fish and amphibians would be wiped out in regions where snakes dominate waterways. Overpopulation would drive snakes to turn on each other. Cannibalism is already common among some species, like the king cobra. In a world of snake rule, wars between serpents would be constant. The delicate balance of ecosystems would shatter. With prey extinct, snakes would starve, and entire food chains would collapse. A planet ruled by snakes would not thrive. It would decay. How would humanity adapt? We are creatures of survival. Faced with snake domination, we would fight back with science and technology. Snake-proof architecture, cities built in the sky or deep underground. Weapons, ultrasonic devices to repel serpents, drones to detect and kill snakes from above. Medicine, anti-venoms mass-produced to save millions of lives. But fear would reshape society. In some cultures, snakes might become gods, worshipped out of terror. Entire religions could rise around these predators, with humans bowing down to their new overlords. And yet, snakes cannot truly rule the earth. Why? Because ruling requires more than fear. It requires intelligence, cooperation, and the ability to build. Snakes, for all their power, are solitary. They cannot organize armies. They cannot farm, build, or plan. They also depend on stable climates and food sources. In extreme cold, snakes die. In regions without prey, they starve. Their rule would be short-lived, collapsing under the weight of their own hunger. On Snake Island, their dominance works only because of isolation and abundant bird prey. Expand that across the globe, and it falls apart. Snakes are survivors, not rulers. A world ruled by snakes would not be a kingdom. It would be chaos. A nightmare for humans, and eventually for the snakes themselves. Snake Island gives us a glimpse of that nightmare. In the end, snakes are not overlords. They are vital predators, part of Earth's fragile balance. Without snakes, our world would collapse into plagues of rodents. With too many snakes, it would collapse just the same. Balance is the key. Would you survive in a world ruled by snakes? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to Animal Key for more wild what-if stories.